What's up, everybody? This review, we're taking a look at the Mythic Legion's Bishop. Now, this horse looks absolutely amazing. I couldn't wait to get this one in. Um, just having the white body and then having the armor bits on it, soft goods, looks amazing. I am planning on putting those, maybe trying those soft goods on a different horse because I do have a few of them. They're all really amazing. I do love their sculpts for the horses and the way they articulate. So curious to see how this one does with armor on it. But, we'll do some mixing and matching and messing around with it. But here he is inside the box. Really big box for this guy. It is a really large horse. I don't know if you've seen these guys in person or not, but yeah, they stand pretty tall. Here you can see some of the accessories he comes with, because usually they have something with them. I think, who was it? I can't remember which one. I think they both, the other one, like Boreas and Balius, I think they both maybe came with a shield and a sword. I can't remember which one was coming with what. But here you see, again, you got the soft goods. You can see a lance that's been made into pieces, which is pretty cool. Get a lance, and then you've got this undead head style, which is cool because he is part of the Necronominus wave, so there is going to be a lot of undead parts for those guys. You can see the hair change and everything like that. I believe in case you don't want to put armor on this guy and just use him as like a white steed, then you've got the parts to just turn it into a regular horse. So again, there's the front of the box again. You see everything. You got the side with his bio, the mighty steed known as Bishop. And he does belong to like the Heavens brand family, so like Sir Gideon and them. But you know what? If you get a bunch of these guys, you don't have to actually use it like that. It does look amazing, though. I will say that. Here's another little bio on the back. You got the four horsemen on the back. You got the alternate horses, a few of the horses that are coming. You've got the skeleton horse, and you've got I think it's Duncan. Looks like Balius, I believe, and just has armor bits for it. So I love that they're including that sort of thing, soft goods and armor bits. Really cool. Get the other side with some more artwork. See the faction. Here's the front again. Now let's get them open and check them out. So here's Bishop outside of the packaging, and it looks amazing. In the packaging, look absolutely amazing. Outside the packaging, looks amazing. Accessory wise, again, you've got that undead style head, which looks pretty creepy. The jaw's not articulated, but that's okay. Got the nice reins on it. Look at the detail in there. Silver on the little clasp right here on the end. Pretty cool. You get one of those skeleton guys on them, riding them. Again, you don't need the armor on them, so it could just be like a white horse that's been turned after battle. So really cool. Got this nice little tan paint in there with the nice little dry brushing. It just looks so good, man. The details, pretty good. He also came with the lance. This is one end of it. This thing's huge. That gold with the nice silver, the nice dry brushing on it. Really cool. You get the end of it. I had to break it down for, I guess, space purposes, Does this change? Oh no, this is the end. I think this goes on the end of the lance. I'm sorry. So this plugs in. Then you've got the end. So pretty wild how large that is, but that's accurate. That's cool. Really awesome. I wish the other ones would have came with something like this. And then you get the hair for him in case you're taking the armor off and just using him as a regular horse. Then you've got this other part here, I believe, that lays across him, which is soft goods also. It looks really cool though. It looks really nice. Get that out of there. Yeah. So I believe that's just going to be another version of this right here. That goes under the saddle. I believe that's where it goes. It could be wrong. We'll see. But yeah, nice soft goods. Maybe you wanted everything soft goods. This looks like it's painted pretty well, but you know, if you want to do soft goods everything or mostly, that's pretty cool. I might end up changing that and leaving that on there. We'll see. All right, and for Bishop himself, he looks absolutely amazing, like I said earlier. Check that out. Those details in that armor, the nice gold, the nice silver highlights in there. Looks amazing. The blue right there. Check out that armor bit. It is solid plastic, but a nice silver, a really nice gold. And again, you get those silver parts in there. And those like rivets. Those pins. Got the saddle. Brown with a nice, wash throughout it. Nice worn saddle. Armor on the backside. Get the silver again all throughout. Get the stirrups. Underneath the bottom. And then you get the soft goods also. So these are all soft goods. Look how amazing that looks. And they did that for every one of these. I mean, that's, man. You got the other horses that didn't come with this sort of thing. So this just kind of shows you like how far they've come. The sculpt was always there. The sculpt was amazing. The other horses had beautiful sculpts also. But having this extra stuff is just, I don't know, really, really cool. I don't remember if there was like a super drastic price increase in this or not. I don't remember, but I don't think it was. And if it was slightly. And if it was just slightly, it's definitely worth it because this looks so amazing. So for articulation, we've got articulation here at the head. And you can get this to look better if you want to. I've been messing with it a little bit. But yeah, nice articulation there. Looks up and down. I believe it's a ball joint at the base of the neck, so You can get him to tilt, turn his head for a little bit of personality. And of course, it will roll around. You get the legs that have the, I guess they just go back and forth. There's like a slight little in and out motion, not much. You don't want it to get too crazy, which is great because you don't want your horse doing the splits over time or anything like that. You got the hinge here. This also rotates, even though it would look really unnatural. So I would, leave it just straight back and forth. You got another hinge here, another one here at the base. And I thought there was one in the upper body somewhere, but I don't feel it moving or anything like that. So that is it for articulation. Oh, and the tail. The tail is articulated. You can roll it around and that sort of thing. So yeah, that's it for his articulation. You don't need nothing super crazy, but they did put these joints in there. I'm glad it can, pose, look a certain way. You can get them doing different things. Galloping, rearing up. I've seen some pretty cool poses with the other horses, and they got him to actually like stand on his own, like he was rearing. And that armor bit fell off when I didn't plug it in too well earlier. I didn't think I was going to try to attempt this pose either, which you can make look a lot better. Again, I've seen somebody do that before. I think it was with the headless horseman. So yeah, that's him all reared up. And you can fix the legs, make it look more natural, that sort of thing, where it does balance on with the tail, sort of thing. So, but still, that's really awesome. Here's Bishop without the armor on it. It's just the white steed. So looks really awesome. Maybe he's just roaming around freely. Maybe he's in a stable or something like that. This is that soft goods that would lay across the back. I believe it goes like that. Now, this is the hair accessories that you got to plug in instead of having the neck armor here. So we're just kind of switch that out. And you got all the armor bits. Which looks really cool. Maybe you want to hang them somewhere. The soft goods. Like just the getting this to work is pretty wild. Think about how accurate you got to be following through with that. Pretty crazy, but really nice. This part goes around the neck. Better look at the saddle. Again, you can do so much with the leftover parts and pieces just as far as display. Then we got the alternate head that we will toss on here. So that just slides off. Maybe he was fallen in battle previously with his rider. And that looks, the eyes, I think, look pretty menacing. They are different from the regular version, I think. They just look more, I don't know, dead, I guess. Creepy, glossier, I think maybe is what's making it happen like that. But really cool. All right, so here is Bishop next to Ballius and Boreas. Um, he did come out first. So this is our first look at the horseman style horse. And I mean, he was so awesome, blew everybody away. Um, knew we'd have to get different colors, but just wondered how they would go. Corsettos, I believe they're all the exact same. Nothing really different except for the colorway. But you can see he's got some extra paint in his face, his near the bottom of his feet. Bishop has a little bit on his face in different areas. And Boreas has some on his. You can see the difference in the saddles. I just threw it on Bishop. I didn't connect anything. I'm just leaving it loose because I'm going to be switching it around, moving it back. But yeah, even the neck collar part for Bishop is a little different. These are pretty large. This one looks more like Ballius. Yeah, similar style. Just painted differently. But they all look really cool. And again, you could take all the parts off, so mix and match. You can even, pop and swap heads, that sort of thing. Maybe have like a multicolored horse. So really cool. They do have the sack that goes on the back of the saddle versus Bishop's was on the armor piece. But yeah, I mean, pretty cool. The saddles look almost the exact same. Matches more with the Ballius. This one has this extra piece down here. I'm pretty sure if I remove that, it would look very similar. Oh, except for the under part. This one's got like more of like a fur style blanket. So really, really cool. Now I think I'm gonna try that armor on one of these guys. So this is really cool. So I put the armor on Ballius, which they'll be direct fits. Of course, it'll be a little bit tighter whenever if you want to make that sort of like a permanent sort of thing. I got it a little loose, just because it's not going to stay on him for now, anyways. But everything fits on him perfectly. You can see it's a different horse with that same soft goods, which looks amazing. Now this guy, you don't have to keep that saddle on him. I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. It does look good. Again, it could be for a different rider, something like that. Slide that off, and then you can use the Ballius saddle. And I think that looks great. And of course, that'll peg in there, but I mean, check that out. Isn't that that's pretty amazing? Even just having like the different color soft goods underneath. I wasn't gonna try to peg it in, but yeah, I'll leave it. But yeah, this part here being red instead of that blue makes a difference, I think. And it's totally somebody else's horse, It's not Bishop anymore. It's just the armored up, another knight riding along in the battle. So awesome. That looks really good. And I'm loving that, especially with that red there. I think I might leave that on him. I don't know. I need some more of these armor bits for sure. And here is Boreas with those armor bits. And he looks awesome also. I did keep his saddle on there just to kind of take a look at it like that. And everything's not totally connected 100%. There's a little bit of pegging in here for the head sculpt, but yeah, I mean, look at that. Totally different look just putting the armor on there. I wish there was a way to get more of these armor parts, just so I can customize the horses we already got. There is a Duncan coming, which is pretty much just Balius with a different type of armor and everything, soft goods. He looks more like the Templar style, and so I may have to get that one also. Take this saddle off, and then we can throw in this saddle, the blue one. Looks just as good. They look amazing. They all look amazing with the swap. They look amazing on their own anyways, but it just gives you so many different options. You're gonna get a couple of these guys. How you can change something that you already have, which is really cool. So you got pop and swap for the knights. You got pop and swap for the horses, which is really cool. I would do some more, but I think everybody pretty much gets the idea of like how much it changes you, how drastic it is. Really awesome. All right, so that's pretty much it for this review. You got to see Bishop. You got to see his armor on a couple of the other steeds that the horsemen do. The horses they make are amazing. They're pretty much the same sculpt, and that's okay. I don't mind that at all, because the paint difference between them is pretty drastic. It makes them look completely different. Bishop's armor is amazing with the soft goods, and I mean, this is just a beautiful piece. Does come with some pretty cool, again, those accessories with that lance, and then that alternate head, the undead, pretty cool. You get the hair pieces, so in case you don't want to use the armor, you just want it to be a regular like white horse. You get the soft goods little cover for the saddle, which is really nice. So it came with pretty good accessories, and again, it just looks amazing. I don't know if I could express like how much I really enjoy this. I mean, it's just really like a work of art, and then adding Gideon in there, I think makes it look even that much better. It's just like, wow, such beautiful pieces. Even it's just like a regular horse, it looks amazing. The articulation is great. The sculpt is great. Like I said, the paint work on it is great. The choice of colors, the armor, the gold looks really good. The way the system works for it, and the fact you could throw it on the other horses, like I was showing earlier, really cool. It takes them to another level. I guess it kind of just depends on what your setup you're going for in your collection. They're going to have a bunch of these knights riding. I probably will. I think I will try for something like that. There is a Duncan horse, I believe it's Duncan, that's coming with the more Templar type armor or soft goods. I'll probably pick that one up, but not sure if I'd rather have like 2 or 3 of these bishops or that one. Probably more of the bishop. I like that gold and silver. I think it just stands out a lot more. Yeah, such a beautiful piece. The wash, everything through it. So yeah, I mean, what can you say? I think they make just my opinion, I think they make the best horses out there. Really love these guys, and then this one just took it up to a whole nother level. So hopefully I showed you enough to, like, as always, to kind of make up your mind, help you decide whether you want it or not, whether it's for you or not. Yeah, really cool. Pretty awesome. I'll probably have Gideon on him the whole entire time, because I mean, that's an awesome look. But yeah, that's going to be it for this review, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Later.